So I was on Bachelor in Paradise, and I was like with this girl the entire time. And she asked me, "Hey, do you like me?" And I was like,
Literally?
no.
There's no spark.
There's no spark.
But I'll tell you, there is a spark between us boys here. Jamie,
And this is Vic.
there's a big spark going on.
We're sparking up.
We're lighting a fire. The spark is so hot. It has been a good couple of days. We told you we would be back. We are men
Back. Better than
of
ever.
our words. Better
Of
than
one
ever.
word.
Of one word, which is
The word of the day.
the word. What is the word of the day? Spark.
Spark. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, we finished up Gary.
That was good.
Now, I guess final thought. Now that we are a couple days removed, how do you feel? Are you still fully satisfied? Did you get your fill of Gary?
I need some more. I want him to
I
do
do
it
need
again.
more. I
Need
need
to
to hear him
learn.
say so a few more times.
Just so.
I want to have his attention a bit more.
I know. I really need him to validate me, to make me feel special.
That's his strong suit. It is good.
Yeah, I do feel good about the ending. I thought it was. He came. He saw. He conquered.
It was the Gary show.
It was the Gary show.
Yeah, it's good to. It feels satisfying now that it's finished. Now we only have one show to
dread over.
to dread over.
We only have the trash now to take out.
I will say this episode was actually not horrible, just because.
It was only an hour long.
Yeah, it was an hour
That was
long.
good. Perfect.
And
I think that's a perfect length for this show.
for this one, I actually think that I agree. Like
It showed us everything we needed to see, and it left.
it
Just like
almost like
half the
seemed
people.
like shorter than like even an hour slot, because I think Gary's final episode went like 2 hours and some change, and I think
Yeah, like
Paradise only
2:15.
got like the remainder, which maybe like 45
yeah.
50 minutes. But yeah, I mean, this was the second to last episode. Should we get into it? I mean, is there any?
Or we could talk about Gary. some
Yeah,
more.
we could talk about Gary for a minute. No, but there's not
No.
a whole lot to cover.
Yeah, this will be a quick one. Just a
be
quickie.
a little quickie.
Get in, get out.
Who
Do
likes
the job.
those? If you're a fan of quickies, raise your hand. No, we're not talking about that. I would like to pour one out before we get started for my notebook.
What happened?
I have completely filled it over the
Whoa.
what has been ultimately, I guess 3 seasons worth of Bachelor content. We had Charity season, we had Gary and Bachelor in Paradise. I have 1 page left in it. Perfect for like
The last episode.
last episode, which is probably going to be like 2 or 3 hours long, and
4
I'm not going to be
hour
able to.
long marathon.
I'm not going to be able to fit everything on that last page. But I would like to say,
We will have this up on auction once it's completed.
yeah, I will. We will put it on like eBay or
Offer up.
OfferUp,
Facebook
Podbean,
Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace is where you'll find it. Yeah.
Or you can use the backside. Flip it around.
Why be efficient? Why would I do
Yeah,
that?
we-
Don't give me good ideas. I only want bad ideas.
We only use half the paper and then throw the other half away.
Yeah, we are not. What are the reduce, reuse, recycle?
Hippies.
I do not reuse. No, I. The only thing I'm not gonna make that joke.
I only reuse my water. That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say something worse than that, but it's a bit of a gross joke. But speaking of gross, let's get into it. So we pick up with Blake and Jess. They're ever
Having a good time.
their ever suspenseful conversation that they ended off on. Good cliffhanger.
Yeah, that was in the last one.
Are they in a good place? Well,
Yes.
yeah, no, they're fine. They're doing well in their own separate lives.
Alone.
Blake tells Jess that he feels things haven't, started good, but now they've kind of,
Just drifted apart.
Yeah.
Not really making any progress.
He did say that seeing Katie, his ex-fiance, former bachelorette, ex-fiance, made him realize that he has had...
How awful Jess is.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad how he talked, like compared her
It was
to him.
it was a little bit of comparing, which he said like he realized the time he had with Jess was way more time.
Or he had, yeah.
You know, he had
way
more time with Jess
and felt
like
way
not
little.
as connected or not as into her as he did with Katie. Which again, I don't understand the time frame of this show, like as far as like the filming, because I said like a few weeks ago, I thought this show only filmed for like 3 weeks, and I was like, literally.
And then it's like, it turns out this one's actually shorter. It's only
I heard the thing that this one was only like 2.5 weeks or something. And it's like, is that true?
Well,
There's no way you've had more.
I know.
The only way I can think of it is The Bachelor, Bachelorette is filmed, I think, for a bit more. Like, it is filmed for longer, but you don't get to see the person every day. Like, I guess here at least he is getting to spend one time with Jess literally every day. But it's only been for like 2 weeks or something, and so it's like, how...
Imagine not finding the love of your life in 2.5 weeks.
Seriously.
It's a shame. I would feel bad.
That would
like, what's wrong?
never be me. I find my like, if I'm not in like love with you by the end of like the first date and like only been talking to you for like less than a week, you're not the one.
You're not the one. I need to feel it right away.
But Jess does kind of agree. She said like, yeah, things started good in the beginning, but now things are not the same. She doesn't feel like, she said like she thought by this point she'd be like madly in love with someone, and she's not.
Yeah.
So they kind of had a fairly mutual, respectful
breakup. He only had to
breakup
leave
and
immediately.
goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was weird. Like, he kind of like initiated the breakup, but it was because of her not being fully invested in him.
Yeah,
was what it seemed, or that's what she felt like, right? She said like, he didn't do anything wrong.
It was me.
I was the one who like wasn't able to like fully, like, it was kind of weird. She blamed herself about it.
Mm-hmm. Not really her fault.
Yeah, no, it's not her fault.
At all.
It's no one's fault, but
it's Jesse's fault.
It's Jesse's fault. But then Blake is just like, all right, it's time to leave. Probably, I think a good move is like, who else is he
like,
going to talk to? Like, why would you stay?
You already had your ex come back. Like, how much more?
Yeah, oh my God. What are you going to put yourself through, bro? No,
it's time to go.
I think that was a good move.
That was very good.
Very weird moment, though.
When someone else tries to stop him.
It wasn't Jess. It was Kylie, who's like, please don't go. I need you here.
What am I going to do without you?
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't know. Maybe talk to the guy you're with.
Yeah. What do you mean? What are you going to talk to the like person you're like dating and the one you're like invested in? It was weird. It was
very
like
strange.
I was genuinely confused. Like, is this a mildly like flirtatious exchange?
It did seem like that.
Like, they were both like smiling, and like, it was just like weird. It was like,
plus we've never seen them talk on the show. It's
yeah. It's like, oh, they're friends. I didn't know that.
I didn't know at all.
I didn't know that they like even knew that they were there.
Yeah.
It was like she was very like
aggressive,
reluctant about it. She was like not like no. Like, she even said like she asked like, why is it so abrupt? And he explained it, and she's like, yeah, but I don't want you to leave because I don't think you actually feel that way. It's like, who are you to tell him how he feels? It's annoying when people do that on this show, and people seem to do it a lot.
How you feel?
You don't know how you feel though.
Yeah, if anyone does not know how Blake feels, it's Kylie.
If anyone knows what Blake feels, it's not Blake.
It's everyone but Blake.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Someone needs to tell him.
It's only his ex.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was kind of weird.
And he was pretty. He wasn't crying, but he was pretty like. He was beating himself up a little bit about it. He was like, I've done this 3 times. Every time I'm leaving like empty-handed. I'm like, oh, dude,
Does
time to
suck.
give up.
That's it. Pack your bags.
That's it. Game
Move
over,
to
bro.
Alaska.
Sorry. 3 tries.
Figure
You
out.
know, it's
You have to
3
become a
strikes, you're out.
lumberjack.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for him because it's like you can't blame yourself about this. Again, I appreciate his move of just
The power move of leaving.
yeah. And then we get another similar, although
Combo.
more not as like cordial, like breakup between Mercedes and Tyler. And what did she say to him at first? Like, what was her opening, or like what was her concern that she had? I was writing too much, and I was feeling bad about my notebook, so
Well, I think she was saying like we're not at a place where other couples are. I don't feel connected.
right.
You know, what are your like? How do you feel about me and us? And
Yeah.
and he was saying like, I don't really feel a spark.
Yeah.
I haven't really felt anything since the beginning. And then she was like, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me that
Yeah,
like,
it was
from the
it's such
beginning?
a weird thing.
And then
like,
she was accusing him of only being there to like have a fling and not really there to have a
just
full
to like have
relationship.
fun and stuff.
Yeah, which from what the other guys have said kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, even like Abe, it was like last episode.
Avon was
Like,
talking about
yeah,
it.
Avon was like telling Mercedes, like, you know, to almost give him like an ultimatum type of thing. Like, say, like, if we're not at this point by whenever, then we're done or whatever. And like her thing last episode was just that they hadn't like opened up or been vulnerable.
Yeah, they never had any deep conversations. or
Right.
vulnerable
Okay.
to
Yeah. I think
themselves.
and then the long distance thing. Right. And she brought it up this episode. She did say like,
people are from all over the place.
yeah. And so it's like, you kind of gotta be like somewhat like
Open to long distance.
open to it.
You're not going to find someone in your hometown.
Otherwise, just like go meet in your hometown.
Your
So don't come
hometown.
here for that. Yeah, I mean, she didn't feel like he was like all that serious about her.
And it sure seemed like that.
And he like, what did he say? Like, he said like, are you saying like you don't think that I'm like scared or like that I've tried or whatever? And it was weird because it looked like there was tears in his eyes, and I was like, oh, you better not, bro. You better not.
Don't pull that move.
Don't pull that move.
After like not doing anything with her. Trying to be on the defensive.
Yeah, like when she asked, like, do you like or like feel that spark? And he just like shook his head.
It's like, no, I've been trying to find it.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
he
like
said.
last week that rose was to like for me to figure it out, and I was like, bro, like it literally showed your like the end of your guys' first date. You were the one who said like, I think there was a bit of a spark, wasn't there? I was like, bro, you said it.
I know.
You said it. It's like you
Caught him. We caught him in 4K.
Yeah, he just got caught.
The sparkless Tyler.
Yeah, and then she felt bad. She said she felt used, and he was like, "How were you able to feel used? Like, you're not allowed to feel used." And I was like, "Well, who were you to know?"
Again, another, here's how you should feel.
Yeah, you're not. That doesn't
You're
make
not
any
allowed.
sense. You're not allowed to feel used.
Not allowed to feel used.
I mean, it is just like yeah, dude. Like, why was this conversation, or like, yeah, why wouldn't he say this like any sooner?
Like, why now? And he wasn't even the one to initiate it, too. He was like,
Yeah. And so, like,
Prodded.
if she wouldn't have said anything, how, like, at what point would he have, like, just admitted it?
last episode.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to marry her? Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
No.
It's time for me to go. Well, again, I don't respect it as much, but I at least kind of, like, understand it. Whereas, like, after that, and she even said, like, I don't think you're not getting my
You're not getting
rose.
the rose.
And so he just decided to leave, which, again,
That was the one good decision he's made.
yeah, I would say it's like probably the right move. I'm not as like supportive of you as I am like Blake, because
definitely
it's
not.
like this was kind of like a, yeah, you did play her, bro. You were sleazy as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we're missing something, like it's not a good look.
Yeah, definitely not.
But yeah, I would say like
Built to fail. Built to spill.
built to be sparkless, built without a spark plug.
It's like a firework without a lighter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, like if he were to stay, it's like what would be the point, you know?
Kylie going after Kylie.
He actually should have gone for Jess because they
That would
were the
make sense.
ones that were
Oh,
like
yeah.
actually kissed earlier on.
That is true.
I guess
And
my
told no
concern, weeks ago or after that happened about like, does Blake and like Mercedes?
Do
I
we
guess
know?
it doesn't matter at this
No,
point.
yeah, I guess
It doesn't.
they don't care.
They don't care. It doesn't matter. But it's like, yeah, that would have been like the only person where it would have been like, yeah, I guess you could stay and go after her. But it's like,
I feel like he got called out so hard that he just had to leave
it was
at that point.
It would be kind of a little bit like embarrassing.
Yeah. Just like stay.
Yeah.
Knowing, like, having the rumor of, like, you not actually caring.
Yeah. And then because, yeah, it probably would be talked about. Mercedes would probably be telling all of her friends, including Jess. And
Yeah.
so it would be like, yeah. He leaves. We get to move on to the final ones that are... Gives us a couple glimpses of these stronger couples, which includes Olivia for once. Like the entire season, she is actually not involved in any
drama.
Any drama.
She
It's
actually
just-
has a semi-stable relationship, even though it's quite new.
Yeah, it is new. It is with Boatman Michael.
The Michael man.
I'm actually liking. I will call him by his name.
Yeah.
I will call him Michael.
He has impressed me. He has my attention.
He has my attention. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I like the little basketball thing. That was
pretty
cute.
cool.
I'm a basketball fan. So
I didn't see Michael do any shots.
Yeah,
which
he didn't
is
shoot
kind of
anything.
concerning.
But Olivia did. She had good form.
She did.
She had a good shot. He did not make the basketball or the hoop. Let me just say that.
He did say he made it. It was like this like beautifully like woven hoop and basketball.
Yeah, it's like no,
Yeah,
you didn't.
right.
You probably maybe you asked someone and
Yeah.
they did it for you, and it's like I will give you credit for that, but you did not make this. Who else? It like gives us very small glimpses of Sam and Peter.
Peter. Yeah. They
They
don't
were
really
still
say
there.
anything. I know.
Are there? I noticed that she was like really sunburned. I
She was
noticed
very burned.
she had like a really tan lines below her like neck, and I was like, yeah, she.
Put a little aioli on that.
Hey,
Aola. What do you put on sunburns?
aloe
Aloe vera. That's it.
Yeah, put some aioli on there too. She's
Yeah, that
making
might
she's
taste
turning
good.
it into a sandwich.
Wait, are you telling me I've been doing it wrong this whole time?
You telling me I put like these like sandwich or burger rub like on my body?
You're telling me mustard isn't good for sunburn?
Rachel and Jordan, they're talking again. I thought it was back to Rachel and Tanner, but no, apparently
No.
Rachel's too pissed off about the like DeBrose, where they're like, no, it's back to Jordan
For a second time.
for a third time.
Third time.
Third time. I don't know if
The
you count.
charm.
Yeah, they had a sweet little moment, and then it immediately pans to Jordan talking to the rest of the group and saying, "Yeah, I don't really know if I'm feeling the like romantic like."
Yeah, he says
side.
after the first time, like he doesn't feel it anymore with her.
Yeah,
Oof. Maybe you should have
yeah, it's
communicated.
like, oh, dude, like, come on, don't ask her on a date then.
Yeah, and even she was like, "You're gonna get my rose." He's like, "Okay, oh really?
I'm like, perfect.
Nice."
Yeah, no, but he's
Nice.
like, yeah, now that like Mercedes is available, I am more interested in her. I want to like see the option with her, and so talks to her.
Classic Braden move
Yeah, it pulls a Braden kind of talking to like anyone who's available.
again against Rachel. Poor went out.
Yeah. Oh man, Rachel is just getting done dirty quite a bit. I do feel bad for Rachel. Yeah, Jordan talks to Mercedes. They have like a weird conversation where she's talking about how upset she is over Tyler. It's like, okay.
That makes sense.
Braden talks to Jess gives her chocolates, and she's like, I need these because of my breakup with Blake.
Now get out of here.
Tanner also, like, super interested in Jess. She says, or he tells her that Rachel and him are, that's just a friendship. And he's like, and she's like, okay, good to know. I feel still so weird about things with Blake. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it was kind of clear, like, he was probably going to get her rose if they gave it out, but it's just like, it wasn't a good moment, like, for them.
It was like, I guess if you're still around, I might give you the rose.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I think sparks are flying here.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you are, I guess, the only available option.
Person here.
You are a person
who is not taken.
Yeah, I mean, the rose ceremony, I would say, was fairly predictable, in my opinion. All the strong couples.
Yeah, definitely.
Eliza and Aaron, Kat to John Henry, Kylie to Aben. I thought she was going to try to pull Blake back down there, though, and be like, Blake, this is why I wanted you to stay. You're actually getting my rose.
Getting the rose.
No. Olivia, Michael, Sam, and Peter. And then, yeah, it gets down to Jess. Oh, man, this was a bad moment. This was like, oh, man, this is cringe. This was like the first time all episode I remember this guy was here. She calls Tanner's name.
And Tyler's like, you called me?
And yeah, Taylor.
Yeah, same name.
He like starts walking up. He's like, you said Tanner, didn't you?
Oh, no.
That was like, that's happened on the show. I was about to say that's a reverse Jesse Palmer, because Jesse Palmer called the wrong name when he was like the Bachelor. Classic Jesse move. Nice. But she didn't call the wrong name. But there was a previous season where someone, I think it was a Bachelor season, where he called a name, and then a wrong girl came up, and he was like, no, this person. She's like, oh, I thought you said my name. So another classic one of those moments. Yeah, so she gives it to Tanner. I guess that wasn't that surprising, because it seemed more focused on them than her and Braden.
Yeah.
So
Braden only like gave her chocolates and then dipped. Tanner actually had like a deeper conversation
where he was like, yeah, no, I'm actually not dating Rachel.
Please take me.
Please, I have literally no one else. You need to take me. And then lastly was, then it was Mercedes, who I think, in the moment I kind of called this. I was like, she's probably going to say Jordan, and that's going to surprise Rachel. And then she did call Jordan, and then he accepted it. And Rachel, she looked a mix between like just genuinely like very angry, but also just like she was just like done with it.
Yeah.
She just like so
just
done
empty
with
inside.
And yeah, she had the final rose to give, and she's like, I need a year before I ever like talk to any of these people again. Yeah, no, she dipped out of there.
Yeah, she was out.
She had like a very sad exit, because I felt like, I'm so glad that she decided to leave and not give her like,
definitely not.
That was
so like Braden.
She got done so like wrong so many times. I felt so bad for her.
Definitely, she got done the worst.
And she looked so broken up when she left. I mean, she was like crying.
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
Like there were streams.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was dripping down to her chin, and they were dripping off. Yeah. And I was like,
wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad. I almost wish, like, it's bad to say, but I almost wish she would have left like sooner. Just because it seemed like the past like week or two, even like
nothing's been going her way.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone she's talking to is either talking to someone else, or it's like, oh, I didn't know you were talking. I didn't know, like her and Tanner. It's like, what?
You were together. You were doing something.
Like, he's still here?
Apparently not.
You know that he's here? Yeah, I mean, pour one out for Rachel. She deserves it the most. And then because of that, Braden and Taylor also get eliminated,
voted off.
voted off.
Roseless.
I didn't really feel bad for either.
Nah.
Braden was enjoyable for a while. I kind of started getting annoyed of him again by the end of it. It was funny because, like,
once he ditched Rachel, that's when I was like,
yeah, I was pissed off of him.
I'm off. Get me off this ride.
I kind of came around to him. It's funny, the like inverse of like Charity season, where I was annoyed at him at first, and then I came around to him, and then he started good on this season, Paradise, and then like I ended where I was like, kind of
whatever,
get him out of here. And then Taylor, it's like, who? I think I called you Tyler. Like,
Tyler who?
Tyler. We do know he has a miniature schnauzer. That's cool. Cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's kind of it, though. We do know there's only one episode left next week. Is it fair to assume it's probably going to be a longer episode?
Hopefully shorter.
I
want 20-minute ending. No, it'll probably be at least 2 hours.
It'll probably at least be a standard 2 hours. It might be. Well, I'm just a little bit curious because I don't know if there's any sort of reunion they're doing. Afterwards. Like
one couple.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there honestly might only be like one or two to like cover. But it's gotten down to this point. Final predictions. What do you think is going to happen with the remaining couples there? I mean, there's only like a handful left. Should we just go through them?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I think let's start with Kylie and Avon.
Kylie and Avon. Do you think they're going to get engaged?
Well, I was thinking they would, but then I saw like the ending.
Yes.
And that kind of changed my opinion.
Yeah, the preview, it showed him saying something like, "You're so obsessed with an engagement." And this is the thing, and I think I said this to you while watching this, is that when he was on Rachel's season of The Bachelorette and he was in one of her final picks, he left because he wasn't, or got eliminated because he wasn't ready for an engagement right away. I'm going to assume, there might be a similar, there's going to be a similar thing probably to that. If he does get engaged to Kylie, then I'm calling bullshit on everything he said like a year ago or whatever.
Well, that would not be good.
Yeah, he didn't want to get engaged after like only a month or two or whatever it was. It's like understandable, but now if you get it after 2.5 weeks, it's like, okay, buddy.
That's the magic number.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna break up. I feel like that was just some
tension,
drama, maybe that they're like hinting at to make it seem like, will they break up? But they'll probably at the very least leave together. But who knows? Yeah. He might even propose, and
that'd be pretty classic.
That would be very funny, actually.
I want that to happen.
Eliza and Aaron, they seem kind of like the most likely at this point. Previous saying him, he's like, I'm ready to like get down and propose to you.
Them both saying we're ready. Made it pretty clear. Unless something wild happens. Unless Charity comes down and says,
in which case single. He might be like,
well.
Is it okay if I ask her like to marry me one more time before I come back to ask it? What do you think about Kat and John Henry? Do you think there's any possibility? She was saying, like, it sounded like her voice in the preview of like, I'm ready, we are going to get engaged or whatever. And it's like, do you really think?
Yeah, no.
Yes,
I could see him maybe leaving, but not.
I can see that. I can see them leaving together. I agree with that. Olivia and Michael. I do not want them to get engaged, but I do want them to leave together.
Having like 2 episodes together.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
please do not get engaged, but please leave together, please.
That would be good. I would like that.
Okay. This might be a weird one, but Sam and Peter. This is weird because they get like 0 screen time, but they seem pretty.
They've been together like since the beginning, I think, or since
she got here.
Sam went there,
and there's been no like drama. Dude, we've just seen so little of both of them. Especially, I don't know. I feel like especially Peter, even though he's been here longer.
Right.
He had that one thing with Aaron S. and trying to
And the other Sam.
The other
Wow,
Sam.
he just likes Sam.
He's
Anyone
just
named
likes
Sam.
Yeah, you're not safe. He will want to date you.
Yeah, I also feel like they'll leave together, but
I think so too.
I would be surprised if they decided to get on a knee.
Yeah, I mean, would you be surprised if they broke up? Because I almost want to say I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's Peter, so I would.
It's Peter. We know nothing about him, but it wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, these last few. I mean, Jess. Do you think anything's going to happen with him and her and Tanner? No.
No.
Do you think
not.
there's any chance they'll even leave together? I don't.
Probably not. No,
I don't.
I can't see that.
And then Mercedes and Jordan, same question.
No.
Any chance? Yeah, I don't see.
They might leave together, but
Wow. What makes you say yes to them and not Jess and Tanner?
Well, Mercedes seemed like open to try again, like, and then Jess just seemed like it's over. It's over for her.
I mean, Mercedes did keep saying she was like, I came here to meet my person and leave with someone. Like, she did express that quite a few times. So, maybe. But it would just be like,
yeah, I mean, I can't see it over an episode.
It would almost feel weird, like, at this point, if they did.
Yeah, I definitely don't see him getting engaged.
No, dude. They should just to be like, you know what? Fuck you. We're getting engaged.
Be the only couple other than like Elijah.
Elijah.
Eliza.
Yeah.
Elijah.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, potential breakups I see happening are Jess and Tanner, Mercedes and Jordan, potentially Sam and Peter, and
Kylie.
I guess, sure. Yeah, Kylie and Aven is possible.
I think they'll break up.
Wow.
I'm calling that now.
That's your hot take, is they're breaking up. Okay.
They're breaking.
All right, my hot take. This isn't even gonna be that hot, but I think that Sam and Peter are gonna like break up.
That's a good one.
I don't even think it's a hot take though.
I think they're getting married.
I think they're the ones getting married. Yeah, I don't know who that's gonna be. There's no way it can be like anyone on this season be like, yeah, we're getting engaged and getting married in this like way. It's like no way.
That would be good.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone from like a previous season or just someone from the franchise is possible. I don't know. I don't keep up to date enough with couples and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure Gary is like
the only for sure.
Yeah. Secretly, they have been filming Paradise the entire time, and they are filming the wedding January 4th, but then they're like sending the tape back in time and to show. I don't know. It's just turning into sci-fi now.
That would be pretty wild. Time traveling bachelors.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, nothing.
Jesse, like young Jesse, shows up.
Young Jesse is like, all right, it's my turn again. I mean, that's pretty much it. Is there any other trash you want to get through?
Well, we already talked about Peter, so.
Oh, we owe him an apology. I feel like we're probably gonna like owe him an apology. He's been FP'd too many times, I think, by us.
Potentially. I mean, we'll have to see what he does.
Yeah,
in the next season.
If he has a good showing on his last episode, then we will say like.
If they break up, though, it's free season on Peter.
Yeah.
It's hunting season on Peter.
Yeah.
No Peters are safe.
Instead of FP though, it would have to be like SP for like sorry Peter or something. I don't know. This has been like literally some show. Literally.
This is literally like.
This is literally like Jamie.
And this is literally like Vic. You can find us on YouTube, like literally one word, Spotify, 3 words
Lyco literally 3 words on everything
on
else,
everything
like
but else.
Spotify.
Google Plus.
wait. Does anyone use that anymore?
No, it's not even operational anymore.
I remember making one of those in like
Yeah.
middle school because I thought at the time I needed it to have like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, if you make one, like if you have a YouTube channel, it automatically made you a Google Plus channel,
Okay.
and vice versa.
But so you're saying now it's not even a thing
No,
anymore.
you
So
can't
you
even-
don't even need a Google Plus in order to do a YouTube channel.
Not anymore. No.
It's way easier now.
Yeah, thank God. It's more like Google minus. Am I right, folks?
Oh, got him. A little roast here on Google.
Roast.
iHeart Stereo.
iHeart Mono. Listen to us in mono.
Listen to us in we will release the Braille manuscript. Have we made that joke already? It'll be even funnier the second time.
It's better this time.
I think that's pretty much everything. Feel free to leave us reviews, likes.
Feel free to leave.
Feel free to leave.
And then leave us a review.
Well, I will say this. If you have taken the time to listen to this episode or any portion of it or any previous episode, and you have thought, hey,
I want my time back.
I want my time back. Well, unfortunately for us, there shouldn't be a button for that. And if there is, don't look for it.
Don't.
But if maybe you thought,
But
hey,
instead,
that was mildly entertaining, I think I might have liked that. There is actually a button for that on most of these. YouTube, there is a like button.
literally too.
There's a literally button as well.
Just focus on the like.
You just click on it, and it will turn a different color. We know there's
this.
like, we all have that childish like not urge, but like sense where it's like bright colors.
We
More
like.
stimulate. Yeah, colors we like. Turn that like it should be like white or
Green.
green. Yeah, turn it. I think it turns blue. Try turning it blue. See what happens. There's also a red button that says subscribe. Just click on it. Don't worry about what happens next. You might start hearing more of us.
Yeah, we might show up on your feed, which would be unfortunate.
We will feed you.
We will feed.
On any of the other platforms, there's either going to be another like button, or there's going to be a fancier system that involves stars.
Whoa.
Kindergarten, remember, you want
like
that gold
star.
star. You want that gold star. You remember, if you get like a certain amount at the end of the week, you get like a little treat or something. You get like an
I need
extra
my
minute.
candy.
Bro, give me my like fun-sized Snickers right now. I got my 5 stars, and that's all you have to do. If you give it 5 stars.
You can buy yourself some
You
Snickers.
we will give you the right to buy yourself a fun-sized Snickers. We give you permission for that.
Permission is on us.
Yeah, you can also leave comments, reviews saying, "Hey, this has been like literally one of the best podcasts we listen to."
This is the best podcast called literally.
You can ask us questions, which we will literally probably answer.
Yeah,
If we see it.
If we see it, we will.
I will force Vic, even though I am the prisoner in his house right now, I will force him to look for those questions.
Yeah, I might take a glance.
Take a little peek.
Look at it a little bit.
Well, we will peek at you on Thursday for the final episode of this season of Bachelor in Paradise. Another epic conclusion.
Another epic conclusion.
And after that, I think
You tell us.
Yeah, you tell us. Give us any recommendations, stuff to cover, stuff to talk about. We will listen to you because we're running out of no. We will do that. We will catch you in a little bit.
Catch you on the flip side.
Literally. You hear that harmony?
Yeah.